What's the galaxy coming to? Huts invading, planets cracking in half, and now whatever it was. Somebody tell me what that was.
It appeared to be a droid, Mayor.
Here I was, thinking it was a shiny Wookiee on stilts wearing turbo lasers for a hat. A droid indeed. Who the blazes are you?
I'm a Jedi Knight, here to protect you on behalf of Shalem Avesta and the Galactic Republic.
Thought as much, what with the lightsaber and all. Good. This mesa's already collapsing. Now, I've got wounded people everywhere, and all the working shuttle pads are outside town.
Unless you can evacuate people with your mouth, I suggest closing it and getting to work.
Thanks for the advice.
Mayor, we're getting emergency alerts. The Hutts are landing reinforcements, mercenaries, and more of those droids.
Lovely. I'm the one-legged woman at the droid kicking contest.
They're holding the shuttle pads. We'll never get off the mesa unless someone drives the enemy off.
Leave the Hutt forces to me. I'll open the routes out of here. You be ready to move your people.
Just clearing off the pads isn't enough, though. We need to stop the Hutts from landing more reinforcements until we've all evacuated.
We could erect energy shields, Mayor. Cover the pads so they can only be used for flying out.
SWTOR, you're actually useful. If we got you some energy shields, could you set them up at each landing pad?
You can count on me. Complicated missions are my specialty. I'll clear the shuttle pads and make sure they won't work for the Hutts.
Gather the wounded, prep for evacuation on the double. We are leaving.
Take these energy shields. Activate them at the landing pads.
That's far enough, thank you. I doubt even the Force can stop me from pulling this trigger. Best not to try.
Please, the next groundquake could destroy this mesa. Kill us all.
Then let's keep the negotiations brief, hmm? We've done no harm to these people. All we seek is the droid's Isotope 5 power supply.
What does the Empire know about Isotope 5?
You misunderstand my position. I don't know what the substance is, nor do I care. I'm simply following orders to recover samples. No time for debate. Let us have the Isotope 5, or we'll be forced to execute the prisoners. I'm sure no one wants that.
Whatever your mission is, it ended the moment you crossed me. Drop your weapons or die.
We cannot return empty-handed. If we must die, we will be as soldiers. Kill them!
Lie down!
The Imperial warned you this would happen. Why couldn't you just let them go?
I never meant for this to happen. I thought I could stop him before he pulled the trigger.
We'll have to leave the bodies. We barely have enough speeders as it is. I should contact Shalem. Let him know we're bringing wounded.
Thank goodness you're... Wait. Where's Mayor Erkins?
We have more problems than to borrow. Imperial forces came here to retrieve samples of Isotope 5. They killed the mayor.
What a loss. And now we have the Empire to contend with.
We're ready to evacuate, but many of our people were wounded in the attack.
We've established a medical triage center. I'm sending the coordinates, Solaire. Get your people to it. I've also relocated to a new camp near the Ark construction site. I'm transmitting coordinates. Meet me here to plot our strategy.
Have we managed to investigate Tabaro's claims about the Ark's fuel supply?
A Republic engineer just arrived. He's analyzing the Ark schematics now. Get here as soon as you can.
Ah, you're here. Good news. Tarlem's refugees evacuated safely, and no fresh reports of Tabaro's droids. You bought us time, and we'll need it. This is Gazadar, one of the Republic's top engineers, and a brave man for coming down here.
Couldn't pass up a chance to thank the legendary Jedi who saved Coruscant. I was there when you stopped the planet prison.
I'm surprised you know anything about that. It wasn't common knowledge at the time.
I heard about it well after the fact. Nothing like belatedly realizing you escaped certain doom.
Gaz just made it through the analysis of the Ark schematics. I'm sad to report that Toboro wasn't lying.
The Ark was specifically built to run on Isotope 5. It's the only energy source capable of pushing that massive vessel through Makeb's atmosphere.
Those war droids Toboro sent to attack Tarlem also ran on Isotope 5. Maybe we could convert their power cores into fuel.
You'd be acquiring it in such small amounts that we'd never get enough before Makeb's core goes critical.
Then we need the real brains behind the Hutt cartel's operations here. Dr. Juvard Ilip Ogorab. And we know where he is.
Whoa. The only 5-time winner of the Bayodur Science Prize is on Makeb? Are you saying he designed the Ark?
Probably those droids, too. Dr. Ogorab has been holed up at the Sanctuary Research Complex since before his people invaded. If anyone knows about Isotope 5, it's him.
Sounds like we're headed for Sanctuary. We need a full briefing and quick. I can feel the ground shifting while we stand here.
The Sanctuary Research Complex is one of the most advanced experimental laboratories in the galaxy. It's on an isolated mesa completely under Hutt control.
There's no telling what sort of defenses a genius like Dr. Ogorab has there. And you'll be going in blind.
There are data access terminals on Sanctuary's testing grounds. Try accessing one. It might let you disable any unwelcome surprises. Otherwise, good luck.
I don't care how well defended Sanctuary is. I'm tougher. I'll have Dr. Ogorab back in time for dinner.
I have no plans to feed him. It would cost a fortune.
And please, for the love of science, don't hurt Dr. Ogorab. I didn't bring a way to preserve his brain.
It's high time you Republic agitators showed up. Toboro and his brutes have this entire facility captive. I was wondering if you'd ever bothered liberating it.
We're not getting a stable image on this end. Who are you, and how do you know us?
Please, call me Lippy. After all you've done to the cartel, everyone on Makeb knows you. There are many on this mesa being forced to work as slaves. We would be honored to aid your attack. We possess detailed data on the lethal security grid Toboro installed across the mesa. We'll help you destroy it so you can enter the main complex, and we can escape.
If you know how everything works and you're on the inside, can't you deactivate the grid from there?
Like my peers, I am confined to my laboratory. It required considerable ingenuity just slicing this comm channel. I am transmitting data on several key objectives. Each will provide you ample opportunity to convey your displeasure with Toboro. Stand by. Follow those instructions precisely. You'll not only gain access to the main complex, you'll destroy Toboro's security grid. We'll speak again when you breach the main complex entrance.
Toboro's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Ogorab. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him. Best of luck.
Yo canta patachawa Moki ile mawata La joba lumbotafa Abatikuna chitu nik na nolia Jobe tuta Kasoya rikoi Rakoe tapa chapapa.
The chrono's running. You will not escape justice or this Jedi. Give us what we want, and we'll be merciful.
No caballo waniku seyo puyo. Tuti pula pula. Magica book nune slimo. Mochimo. Uban chone alipa isti patoga. Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here. My apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Toboro seized control of my defenses and was watching me closely. But I am no one's prisoner.
You know why we're here. Millions of innocent people will die if we don't get the fuel for Toboro's Ark.
Then you have come to the wrong place. Toboro took every microgram of it. including the Ark's fuel rods that I constructed. We have complementary goals. You want what Toboro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Toboro's Ark.
You're the only halfway decent Hutt we've met in a while. I suppose that should count for something.
How fortunate for me that my brethren have profoundly lowered your expectations. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, it can now fly. We should leave before Toboro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
We held up our end of the bargain and got you to safety. Tell us about Isotope 5 and how to fuel the Ark.
Isotope 5. Toboro's great discovery at the center of Makeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes, playthings.
In Toboro's hands, these weapons will oppress entire sectors. The cartel will become as bad as the Empire. Maybe worse.
More profitable than the Imperials, one would hope. Honestly, we don't know how they support themselves. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Toboro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it. According to my data stream, Toboro has increased mining production to maximum levels. Makeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
We won't abandon millions of Makeb refugees. You said you could help us get the fuel rods back.
That was before I saw the latest updates on Toboro's drilling operations.
The mining platforms are massive lasers drilling directly into the planet. Shutting them down would release core pressure and buy us time.
Attacking the mining platforms would be suicidal. Even worse, it might kill me. Wait, why do I get the feeling you're serious?
You just confirmed our next move. Stay put, and hope we make it back.
Death by Toboro or slow suicide with the Republic. Perhaps I have chosen poorly.
I fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
Everything on this planet has been an ordeal. I'd hate to break our perfect record. But don't worry. Those drilling lasers are going offline.
If they don't, I doubt we'll see each other again. I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.